for Donegal. It brings them back to that 6-point buffer, and Armagh today are making a lot of sort of mistakes they haven't been making the last year and a half.
Donegal claiming at midfield, away they come. To remind you, Mayo beat Tyrone by 12 points to 10 in the earlier game in Castlebar. Last night there was a draw between Derry and Galway, a 1-point win for Dublin against Kerry. Michael Murphy has the ball for Donegal. They're on the 20-metre line, going for his third point of the day, Michael Murphy, and this time he cannot repeat the trick of the two earlier scores, a wide from the returning Michael Murphy. 11 minutes left to play here in Ballybuffet. Donegal 18 points, Armagh 1 goal and 9 points.
So much happening in that game. We'll be back there shortly, but now we're going to head to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It is half-time between Spurs and Man United. Let's join Ryan Bromlow.
Half-time, Marie. Spurs 1, Manchester United 0. A dominant half from Spurs, who bagged their reward for that pressure on the 14th minute. James Maddison neatly tucked home Andre Onana's spilled save to fire Tottenham ahead.
Might not be that way at the end of the game as well. Right, we're going to leave the football just for now and head back to the Gaelic football in Ballybuffet. Let's go to Porrick.
Marie, we're witnessing a host of substitutions in both teams now as we head towards the end of this third round Football League game. Donegal leading Armagh by 18 points to 1-9. While we were away, Niall Grimley went for a 2-pointer for Armagh. It was a wide ball from Niall, so two wasted 2-point opportunities for Armagh. Ethan Rafferty missing an earlier one. And to remind you as well that Armagh are playing a man down following the dismissal and a straight red card of Aidan Forker for a headbutt on Michael Murphy, the returning star Michael Murphy, who scored 2 points since his introduction for Donegal, who have it right now in the full back line. And away they come. This is Brendan McCole on the ball for them on the 45-metre line. Over 13,000 the official attendance for this match, and they had rivalry last year. I wonder, will they meet again before the year ends? Up to midfield it comes now with Owen Gallagher, and there's a foul there, and it's a Solomon goal. So Donegal are moving quickly with this. Padder Morgan is moving into position. Also Owen McHugh, and the man that's going to strike for the score is Niall O'Donnell, booting it towards the post, and it's a wide ball for Donegal, so it remains a 6-point lead for the home team.
Now, I'm disappointed with that. It was right in the edge of the D, and it wasn't under that much pressure, but again, the long kick out, Donegal have that man up, and that's where the Sullivan goal brings the game to a different pitch in terms of pace. Really well used, and again, Donegal were disappointed they didn't capitalise.
10 wides for Armagh, 9 wides to Donegal in this game as Ethan Rafferty goes along with a kick out there, bunching around the dropping ball. It was gathered by Ryan McHugh for Donegal, and away they come again, bidding to continue their promising start to the league campaign. Michael Murphy coming in to claim the ball. Here he comes on the edge of the scoring arc, putting the ball out with a right foot over to Owen Gallagher. And Padder Morgan says, I'm available. It comes to Kieran Thompson instead, steadying for the shot with a left foot. This one is coming into Curran and went high up into the air, and it's landed between the post and over the bar. Nicely done from Kieran Thompson.
Kieran Thompson's second point of the day, and yeah, really well worked from it. Always better from one side of the pitch to the other via the foot, and Kieran Thompson, not the best angle for a left footer, but he drew it in expertly.
63 minutes, the official clock timing, as Ethan Rafferty, the Grange clubman, got two pointers in the game against Tyrone. Again he goes along with it, fetched this time by Andrew Mernon for Armagh, and away they come again. They're not throwing in the towel or anything like it, and Cian McConville onto them for the ball. Mernon again comes out towards Connaughty. They're forced out almost to the sideline with the ball. That's the terrace sideline near side to us, and Darren McMullen, who got the goal earlier in the game for Armagh, linking up well with Cian McConville. He can't make his number out because the muck on his back, but it's Cian all right. Back it comes Soishin Connaughty into Cian again. He's going to go for a goal, but it's just gone in and over the bar. It was an ambitious one with so many Donegal bodies back there.
Yeah, Donegal closed off the goal really well. Their ability to close the middle of the pitch and throw themselves in front of the ball is probably a trademark of Jim McGuinness's teams. They're very difficult to break down, which has probably been one of the most impressive things about them today in terms of how they defended.
19 points to Donegal, 110 to Armagh. Public address making an announcement. That's why the kick-out hasn't been taken just yet. They had 3 Guineas playing last night for Kerry and Tralee, but there was also an occasion way back in the past when there were 5 Delaney's playing for Laois. That was in 1836. A Leinster final, 4 brothers from Stradbally, and they had their uncle Tom playing as well to complete the 5 of them. And Donegal racing forward in search of more scores. player bringing him forward is Oren Doherty, and it's been finished over the bar for Donegal. Another score late in the game. They're finishing really strongly, and that is Oren Doherty to score.
Brilliant shot from Oren Doherty off. They said it was left foot, but the game's probably died now in a bit of intensity. See a magic piece of skill from Michael Murphy, one-handed palm down to himself. He's going to be anybody that had any thoughts that he wouldn't be a massive acquisition to Donegal this year. He's shown today that he's going to be leading the line from up front.
It's great to have him back, and he'll be the first name that all the young supporters go into for the autographs and the photographs after the game. Heather Morgan is there, and they're already moving down the children, I can tell you, to the gates to try and get into the pitch down at the terrace. They're inching forward. They're being held back at the moment by the stewards, but the gates are just going to have to open to let the supporters on at the end of the game, which should be in about 4 minutes time or so. From the Donegal kick out, the ball is with Niall O'Donnell, still in his own half, being closely tackled there, but the ball is retained by Donegal, and Ryan McHugh comes blazing forward again. Standout performer in Killarney last week. Across the middle of the pitch it comes, down beneath us. It is over with Peadar Morgan. Morgan playing the ball forward to Mark Hearn, who started the game in the number 17 jersey. Transferring it to Kieran Thompson, getting through two Armagh players, loses his footing there, goes to ground. The referee spotted that it was going to be a free, the foul committed, and a scoring opportunity.
Yeah, it just feels right now that the clock's just going to tick away, and Donegal are just going to see this game out very, very comfortably. And you would have to say today it's been Donegal's range of scores that would make any opposition analysing them very difficult to tie down today. You would imagine this will be Donegal's 21st point, Michael Murphy's third, but across the games to date, Donegal have been scoring heavily, and they have a really good blend at the minute between scoring heavily and not conceding a whole lot at the other end.
It's just inside the scoring arc, so he didn't bring it out for the two-pointer. Said he was happy to go for 1 point, his third of the game. Michael Murphy getting a great cheer from the crowd. He cleared a little bit of muck from the studs in his boots before he slotted the ball over. And Michael Murphy back in business, his first appearance since coming out of retirement, making the score. Donegal 21 points, Armagh 1 goal and 10 points. Armagh a man down following the sending off of Aidan Forker, and the Orchard County come away. They're moving at speed, but Sean Hurston has his hand up, the referee, so he's just going to halt the play. We've about 3 minutes or so left, and the ball is sent back to Armagh. So Armagh ready now to take this free. 65 out from the goal, over towards Oisín Connaughty it comes. Oisín booked earlier in the game, and through to Niall Grimley, and they spread the ball across the 45. Ethan Rafferty's up there. He's not, doesn't look like a man who's eager to get the ball, and Donegal pinch it back again, and out they break away with the ball. Oren Doherty sending them on their way. The keeper sprinting back again. Ethan Rafferty in a race against time to make it back to his goal. Donegal seeking to capitalise, bringing it out over there. They try to get Kieran Moore onto the ball, but he's lost control of it, and Niall Grimley gets the ball back for Armagh close to the sideline, and it is going to be Armagh's ball over there. Less than 2 minutes remaining in the game. Armagh come away with it again.
Probably a bit too selfless from Patrick McBurdy there. Probably could have used Kieran Moore as the decoy runner and had his own shot. He was his left foot already, but again, it's hard work for him at the minute in just about everything they do. They're not slick in the attack, and every time Donegal transition they look so dangerous.
Jason Duffy fires wide in for Armagh. So it remains 21 points to Donegal, Armagh 110. This will be a third victory for Donegal after their wins over Dublin here in Ballybuffet and Kerry in Killarney in that storm delayed game. Although it's been called back, it looks like, for an Armagh free. And they will go for the two-pointer from this. Paddy McRearty has been officially named as the man of the match by our colleagues in TG Cahir. And Ethan Rafferty takes possession from the 45, lobbing it in and hoping for the best. It's bouncing around in the goal mouth. Square ball has been flagged by the referee, and that should be the last act of the game.
Yeah, you have to say a very impressive day for Donegal. Probably further cements their call to be one of the favourites for Sam Maguire this year. They've been ravenous in the tackle, they've been slick in the attack, and you can feel by the buzz of the Donegal supporters they're very much behind their team this year.
Exciting times bubbling here in Donegal, and we're going into the last 15 seconds or so of the match. Kieran Moore, stand by for the very loud hooter, because it is going to be loud if the rehearsals were anything to go by. Heather Morgan giving it back as they're counting down like they do in the ladies football. So here we go, we're going into the last 10 seconds now. Donegal with possession in midfield. Sean Patton, the keeper, wants it, but Michael Murphy drives it forward in search of a score. Oh, McHugh, here comes the hooter. Stand by, it's coming up. If it's worth it. Yeah, it was loud, and it brings an end to a game in which Michael Murphy made his long-awaited return, and his team made light of the heavy underfoot conditions to post a third successive victory in the campaign. Kieran McGeaney and Jim McGuinness shake hands, and they could well meet again.
Yeah, very impressive, comprehensive victory in the end. You would have to say that I don't think the red card was a deciding factor in the game. Armagh were already sort of, they just weren't at their best today, Armagh, but I suppose when the red card did happen, it made the game an absolute certainty that Donegal were going to get the 2 points, and Donegal probably at this stage will now be looking to cement their place in a league final, because they look like they're taking the league this year very, very serious, and they're being very, very competitive in everything they do.
Players shaking hands out on the pitch. Some of the youngsters have made their way out now to get their autographs, and we thank Damien Gavigan, who is with us in OB Sound here in Ballybuffet, where we leave you with the final score. Donegal 21 points, Armagh 1 goal and 10 points.
Yeah, thanks Damien Gavigan as well. Porty, can I just ask Chrissy a question before you finish up there? Chrissy, watching the game here, Armagh have this kind of physical edge to them, which they always have, but at times today I thought, in trying to, shoulder Michael Murphy and all this and upset him, I thought it backfired. Does it have an impact? Is it beneficial in your view?
No, well, certainly not beneficial when you're taking a red card for something that, look, by the letter of the law, it was a red card, but it was just,
Mickey Mouse and stuff,
yeah, like Ian Forgill will be the first to admit that what he done was he just a reaction to Michael coming on. But the reality today, it shouldn't take away from the fact that Donegal were very, very worthy winners. They've been so impressive. Their attack is, for me, phenomenal. Their ability to get over 20 points most games that they play in, and the way they're defending at the minute, they're working so hard, and every shot that the opposition gets is under extreme pressure.
Christy, we've been admiring their ability to kick the ball, which is probably not something that we should have to do for Gaelic football, but we're seeing so much more of it. Do you think that they're just adapting to the new rules, or did they just have better kickers than everybody else?